Howdy, everyone. Matt here. I got a question for you. Have you ever had a workers' compensation case manager or an adjuster as a patient? And if you did, how was it? Let's talk about it. All right, everyone. First and foremost, let me introduce myself. My name is Matt. I am Matt the PT, coming at you with another video, another topic of something from the physical therapy world. But first off, thank you to everyone who has subscribed to the channel. If you had, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It helps out so much. Now, getting into this because I saw a post here not too long ago on LinkedIn, and it was from a physician. A physician posted posted the post. Yes, what they do, and was just talking about something that's kind of like an old joke, but it's something they dealt with. It's like, we had a patient came in and I was like, hey, you need to do physical therapy. And the patient was like, yes, I agree with you. I think I need to do physical therapy. So the physician sent a referral for physical therapy. The physical therapist looked at him and goes, oh, yes, this patient would benefit from physical therapy. And the patient's like, yes, I think I would benefit from physical therapy. And then the health insurance company's like, no, we don't think so. And it reminded me of something that happened many, many years ago. And I want to share this little story and talk about it. Of course, I want to hear yours as well. But this is probably well over 10 years ago. A young lady came in and she had back pain. That's what it was. She's coming for back pain. And just in our chit-chatting and talking, found out that she was an adjuster. She was an adjuster for a workers' compensation company that was nearby. And was like, oh, well, that's interesting. I didn't recognize their name because, but with adjusters, they sometimes are all over the place. I was like, oh, okay, well, that's interesting. And she was just saying, oh, yes, I'm always telling people to go do their physical therapy. We need to get them into physical therapy because we need to get people back to work. And she was just gung ho all on therapy. And I was like, oh, cool, great. I'm thinking, yeah, this patient's got to be wonderful. Now, she was coming for back pain, like I said. And just do our evaluation. Just by the end of it, it seemed like it was a non-specific back pain. Kind of like everything made it a little bit worse. She wasn't very active. She was a little bit more overweight. Wasn't very active, like I said. So some of these adjusters that I have been talking to over the years, so it's like, yeah, start sitting at a desk and my back starts bothering me. But like everything kind of aggravated. Not a lot of stuff like specifically made it better. No like real activity made it better. And so it was like, okay, this person really just needs to start moving and strengthening, and they're going to feel better. And I was using my McKinsey background and trying to find a directional preference with this person. Really couldn't find one off the bat with the first visit. But if you know your MDT, within the first 3 to 5 visits, you want to have your diagnosis and all that down. So not uncommon that you may not find it the first visits. You just give them something and say, hey, let's look at this. So we did all that. And again, I thought we had a great rapport. She seemed pretty happy. She was big on therapy and telling her, the clients and the patient members, whoever she deals with, you need to go do your therapy. Scheduled her all out for 12 visits or whatever we did. And then right before her next visit, she calls and just says, I'm just going to cancel all my visits. I'm like, what? Well, I'm sorry. We want to get why. We want to know why. Why? Is it you don't like us? Did we smell bad? Maybe I found a clinic that was closer to home or closer to my work or something. If something came up, she goes, no, I just don't want to do it. And that was it. Nothing. Just gone. And it really kind of brought about this thing that this person is someone who is in charge of others in getting therapy and approving therapy and listening to us and the patients. Sometimes patients, I'm going to say workers, not all of them, but sometimes it can be hard pushing to say, hey, you need to do your therapy, you need to do your rehab to get you back to work. This is a person that's kind of in charge of that. Somebody has a shoulder surgery from an injury at work. Okay, we are justifying to say, hey, they need to come back because we still need to work on some more things, or to get a TENS unit, help control their pain, to get them off of pain medication, to help them get back to work, or any of that. And this is a person that's saying, oh yes, yeah, we want to get them back, and I know how useful that physical therapy is and how important it is. And then when they're put in that situation, just goes, yeah, I just don't want to do it. Yeah. And I really see that it seems like it is a reflection of how health insurance companies, like the individuals in there, often will think about us. that we're just this thing that it's like, yeah, it's super important. And they're going to give the lip service of saying it's super important. It can do great things. And we totally stand behind it. We totally support that, saying physical therapy or occupational or speech or any of the therapy, that is super important for you. We believe it. But then when it comes down to it, it's like that doubt. We need to, we can't really approve 12 visits for them. We could do the 6. That's what it all seems to come out as. That it was a big lip service for all of this. But when it came down to the push, come to shove, no, that was it. No, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. And I think we really need to start pushing back on all of that again. And I think this has to be a joint effort. And I unfortunately believe that we all try to go at this. All these different specialties try to go at it from their own, rather than all of us coming together. Physical therapists partnering up with occupational and speech, and especially getting physicians on board. Okay, because there are physicians that say, "Hey, physical therapy is super important for my patients that I see, and it's super important to help people with their health, and it's super important to do that." And we need to partner together to say, hey, this is what's going to help you. Doing the rehab and moving and exercising, this is going to help you for those things like back pain, neck pain, knee pain, those things coming back after a surgery, dealing with vestibular issues, dealing with pelvic floor issues, any of that stuff. Of saying this is something that's going to benefit. I also think it'd be very beneficial to bring that to the public, to let the public know, hey, these are the people that are in charge of saying what you can and can't do with your health. They're the ones who won't take it upon themselves to do that. So remember what that physician was saying when the first was talking about it, that they had a patient. Yes, I want to do physical therapy. I want to do that. And everyone's on board, but the insurance company going, I think we need to talk more about that. Bring that out to the public to say, this is what they are saying about you. This is how they view your abilities, your functional capabilities of you being in pain and doing that. And we need to take steps. And I think the next steps is even getting Congress involved, getting lawmakers involved in the process, because I don't think much is going to happen until we really get them a part of it. Now, granted, yeah, they probably are, getting some donations and stuff from them, but holding them accountable to it, to say, no, what are you going to do to hold them accountable to help take care of me in my health, and not just be this lip service, because I feel like, again, all of this was lip service from the people who just praise therapy and all that. Anyway, I just thought I would share that story. Not a super long one on this, but let me know. Have you ever dealt with this? Have you had someone who worked in the health insurance industry, a case manager, an adjuster in the workers' comp area? Have you ever had them as a patient? How was it? How was it? No. And I will tell you, now that's just one. I've had many other adjusters or case managers over the years that chit-chatted, talked with. I never saw them for therapy. They never came in for therapy. But we had a very great rapport. They understood what we did, and they were super on board. Great to talk with and listen to us, and understood when we needed more therapy or what we needed to do. And they were super on board and had the patient or the client or whomever had their best interest in mind to help them get what they needed to feel better. But anyway, share that down below. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you a copay. And until next time, take care of yourself. Take care of your patients. I'll see you then.